Hey y'all, welcome on in. My name is Alex with the Creative Llama. If you see that red live box above my head, that means I'm live, but if you don't see it, you are just catching the replay. I'm gonna need y'all's help tonight because I kind of have a rough idea of what I want to do, but I'm not quite sure which patterns I want to use, or exactly how this is gonna go. Like I said, I got a rough idea, so hang out, hit the heart button for me, make sure you share the video for me, and we are going to use the color of the month tonight. This is the color Vanity, so you can grab this with an order of $75 or more on my chalk site. We'll talk all about it here in just a second. And of course, your girl's got butterfingers, and I drop things all the time. So when y'all are here, hit the heart button, let me find my live. Let's get this shared over in to the broadcast channel. For some reason, I'm out of breath. I don't know why, but I'm here, y'all. So, it looks a little bare behind me because I am pulling stuff for our whatnot sale as well. Hi, Robbie. Hi, guys. Let me pull this up a little bit. There we go. I need to work on my camera. Hi, guys. All right, so comment the word Vanity, V-A-N-I-T-Y. That will get you linked to the project that we're doing tonight. It is the fall word block. We have not done a word block in quite some time. And y'all know that I love these word blocks. And so we're going to do this one tonight. And we're kind of going with Cabernet and the Vanity style esque colors. I really struggled with trying to figure out the color scheme of this. Hi, Sam. Hi, Michelle. Hi, guys. So, I look like I'm all fuzzy for y'all. Hold on. It's a mess around here. Hello. Okay, so I'm going to grab my bucket. I'm going to put all my pieces in my bucket. So this is like the traditional word block that we used to do all the sinking time. We are doing that. So it says fall. The A is a little pumpkin. We're going to move these off. So here's what I'm thinking, okay? Hear me out. We're going to paint the background Vanity, Cabernet, Vanity, Cabernet. I'm sorry, y'all. They literally came to mow my yard at 6:30 p.m. at night. And I didn't know they were coming until about 2 minutes before they showed up when I got a text just saying, hey, we're on our way. And then they were in my front yard. So I apologize for all the noise. So alternating colors, right? And then we're going to do a pattern on each one. Maybe like two of the same pattern, two of the other pattern. And then I'm trying to figure out the colors. So I don't know. We're going to see how this turns out. I'm a little nervous because right now I can't envision it. And that's driving me a little bonkers. Plus, it's driving me a little bonkers that they showed up at 6:30 at night. All right, so I'm going to wipe all this down. So this will be the backer piece that you get. Will you save this? I'm just going to put it over here. Let's wipe all of this down. Let's get all this glue off, and then we're going to start painting. Hello. Yes, we're finally going to use Vanity. I really hope this turns out kind of a little bit how I'm envisioning. I just don't want it to look like crazy. It's about to get loud again. They were supposed to be done. He's literally right outside this window. You're welcome, Dolores. I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize for all the noise. Patience. I need to put on my patient pants. I'm like, I don't know why. It's driving me nuts today. He's not even doing anything. He's just standing right outside the window. Letting his thing go. Y'all hear him? He's right outside my window. I can see him. Hi, Victoria. Hold on, y'all. It is live, Dawn, but it's driving me nuts. Hi, darling. Well, he's blowing the leaves off the deck. So, okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do vanity. Okay. But every time I start talking, he gets close to the window. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go in and we're going to start the F with the background vanity. So this is the color of the month. This is going to be available until the 15th or while supplies last. If y'all didn't know, Chalk just had a huge Christmas launch today. And they don't expect for this to last, I think, until the end of the week. So if you haven't grabbed Vanity, go grab it. Go grab yourself some new Christmas transfers. And when you place an order today, you actually get entered in to win a set of my favorite Christmas paint set. Christmas color paint set, like acrylic colors. Hi, Marcy. Sorry, y'all. I know. We had all day to come. And then we had to start right when it was about to go live. All right, we're going to do this one in Vanity as well. So this is a like metallic rose gold. So this is going to paint very similarly to, I know, Sharon, I need to Nominee. It doesn't paint like a shimmer. There's no glitter in it. It is a metallic color and it is gorgeous. Hi, Terry Williams. Y'all do me a huge favor. Hit the heart button. Share the video. The more that you comment and interact, the more that helps me. And all of that good stuff. So it is really pretty. Let's dry it and let's see if it needs another coat. Deep breath, right? So then we're going to paint the other one in Cabernet. So what I'm trying to decide, where I'm struggling, is the patterns. So if you comment the word vanity, okay, V-A-N-I-T-Y, and you go to the Chalk supplies, you're going to click on it and you're going to open up that website and you're like $200? It's probably more than that. I threw in a ton of different colors and a ton of different pattern transfers because I couldn't decide which ones I wanted to use. So if you grab the patterns that I used tonight, feel free to add or subtract whatever you want from the cart. I just threw in a bunch of different patterns. That way you can pick what you want, okay? But we need to get this dry. I actually can set these aside while I paint the other one. So this is Vanity. It's a really, really pretty metallic rose gold. It's gorgeous. That's going to be great for Christmas and winter. It's going to be a really good color. Hi, Marie. Hello. All right, so this is the color Cabernet. Oh, this is so pretty too. This is another color you need, y'all. This is gorgeous. Hi, Toby. How many of y'all checked out what's in the Whatnot sale? I posted a link in the broadcast channel today, and I noticed lots of y'all went in there. I'm still working on adding stuff. So I think right now we have like 45 items. I pulled, this is why this looks so bare back here is because I pulled a bunch of different things that have been sitting on my shelf for a while that are going to get added. We are going to probably have close to 100 items up for grabs on Friday. So comment the word vanity, go check your messenger, and then one of the last links in there is the link to the Whatnot show, where you can go in, see what we have, and then start pre-bidding or saving your favorites so you are ready for the show on Friday night. How much do you know about the heat? I don't know much about it. It just is it's just a sublimation print. You just have to have a surface that is, I think, at least 70% polyester for it to work. Sharon, you can just send me a message. I sent you one earlier on Sunday, I think, when I did our live sale. But you'll probably send me a message first because I'll forget, to be honest with you. Not intentionally. So what items are y'all eyeing in the Whatnot sale? We have the Grinch round that we did a couple weeks ago in a live sale. We have some boho inserts. We have some window inserts. We've got lots of fun things. Okay, so I don't think we need... Ooh, okay, what do y'all think so far? I don't think we need another coat of either. I think this painted really, really, really well. So sometimes with red, like candy apple or sometimes even cherry, I have to do a couple of coats just to get it even, but Cabernet needed just one coat. I don't think so, Miss. I don't think so, Miss Dawn. They have to be on polyester, or you have to buy like a sublimation blank coffee mug. Like there's specific like surfaces that are sublimation surfaces for you to be able to put those on. Does that make sense? Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to throw that away. Throwing away my Ditto ink. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Kimmy. How was your first day back? Leah, the Whatnot sale, basically what will happen is I will put up an item, right? So like, I'll put up this item. The starting bid is, so when you RSVP before the show on Friday, you want to make sure you have your payment information in, because if you don't have your payment information in, it's not going to let you bid. But I'll put up an item. The starting bid will be like $1, and then you can bid, I think, in increments of $1, and you just keep sliding. You just keep bidding until you know, either you win it or you don't want to pay anymore for that item. And then whoever has the highest bid will win. Then your card is charged each time you win an item. But the really cool thing is that when you win, and let's say you win like multiple items, Whatnot will automatically like auto calculate the shipping for you. So you're not paying, you know, $6 per item to ship each item individually. It'll bundle it together. And you know, you might initially pay like $6 for shipping, and then on your second item you might pay an additional $1 for shipping. So you're not having to pay a brand new shipping charge, a flat, like a base fee for each item. Does that make sense? I'm glad. It's gonna take some time to get back into the groove of things, but I saw your post today and I was like, oh yay. All right, so now we've got to, and Leah, if you go onto the Whatnot app and you just kind of scroll and kind of just look and watch other shows, you'll see how it works for the most part. So Leah, so that's a great question. So I'll open the bidding for one item at a time, and it usually is only 30 seconds. So whoever has the highest bid within 30 seconds will win the item. Now you can go in and you can pre-bid on some items if you want to. Hi, Barbara. Okay, let's chat patterns. Okay, so here is what I was thinking. We could use our club. We could use our club. We could use, I'm not going to do this one. I had put this one in, but I don't think that one is going to work. No, Leah, that's totally fine. I am still new to it as well. I've only done one Whatnot sale, so I'm still learning myself. So feel free to ask questions. If I can't answer, I'll let you know and maybe I'll find out. Hi, Robin. I saw that you did pre-bid on stuff. I don't know if I can get in it. I want to do it too. Kimmy, are you talking about the Whatnot sale? Okay, let's find some patterns. So we got these favorites. I also was thinking of using this one. I think all of these are too busy. So what pattern should we use? So I'm thinking, obviously, we're going to use the same pattern on this F and L, and then we'll use the same pattern on the pumpkin and the L. Like, these will be the same, and then these will be different, but the same. What do y'all think we should use? I'm really leaning towards this guy because it's going to be a little less, I don't want two things that are going to be overwhelming. You know what I mean? Like I want one to be obvious and maybe one not. So we're going to use this one. Which one should the other one be? The damask pattern, which this one's almost sold out. The floral dot pattern, the club, or do y'all have a different suggestion? But what I was thinking is doing the F and the L in this one, right? Doing these two in this one, and then doing something more. Hi, Linda. Do the dots and the stripes. So Miss Kimmy is voting for these two, which is what I was kind of going for. Or we could do these two, or we could do the damask. I'm kind of leaning towards the dots because I love the floral dot pattern. All right, let's dots, okay. Hi, Colleen. We're just gonna fuzz these really, really well. I'm not going to wax them. One, because I don't know where my wax is. Oh no, I got that new wax. We're just gonna fuzz. So I'm gonna fuzz extremely well. If y'all are just popping in, say hey. We are using the color of the month, which is Vanity. And we're trying to pick our pattern transfers. So when you comment the word Vanity and you go to the Chalk website, if you go to the cart, there's going to be a lot of items in the cart. I just threw in a bunch of different patterns that you could grab if you want a different pattern, right? Up to you. Oh, and I totally forgot to mention the cutout that I'm using is 25% off. So I think it's like $14. So if you like it, I would grab it while you can, while it's on sale. All right, we're gonna do, okay, here's another question. Hi, Elaine. And I told y'all at the beginning, I don't know if y'all were here, I really kind of went into this with not a huge, like an exact plan. So that's why I'm asking y'all a bunch of questions. Should we just go angle and leave it like that? Or should we make a plaid pattern with our stripes? Kind of like how we have on our broken-handed scarecrow. On the hat, you see how we did like the, hi Donna, you know how we have the plaid pattern up there? Should we do the plaid pattern like that or just angled? Just one time? Because I can't decide. I figured out the colors and then I couldn't decide on the pattern or anything like that. So while y'all are telling me that, I'm going to move these over here and let's paint something else. Let's paint our pumpkin. I'm going to wipe this down. I'm going to try to paint our pumpkin in copper. Hi, Haley. Like the plaid pattern. Okay. Stripes. Doreen just says stripes. We're going to try copper. This is shimmer copper. This might be the way you have it. Just one. I can't decide what I want to do. Y'all, Thomas is in there. He's trying to figure out his first dibs Friday. If y'all have anything, if you have a theme that you're looking for First Dibs Friday, let me know in the comments because I still don't have mine. He's in there looking for his First Dibs Friday. Do y'all want Christmas? Do y'all want fall? Do you want, is there a certain style of cutout? Do you want like a house set? Do you want an ornament? Do you want a set of stuff? The plaid angle? Maybe what we do, right? Maybe what we do is we chalk it in the angle first. This is what we'll do. Chalk it in the angle first. Do the other ones with the floral dot pattern. then we'll see how it looks. And then we think if we need to do the plaid, we'll do the plaid. Christmas, Christmas. I know some of you are going to say, no Christmas yet. Keep doing fall. Toby, the chalk transfers for that stuff is coming out soon. I knew Miss Sharon was going to say a house set. Miss Sharon, we found some cute Christmas houses just right before I went live.
Ask them if they'd be interested in another Halloween house set.
Okay, so y'all know like the pumpkin trio that Thomas did, the really thick ones with all the details of it. Would you be interested in a spooky version of those? Hi, Connie. Babe, I couldn't hear anything you said.
A spooky village.
A spooky village. Would y'all be, so kind of like the thick, chunky pumpkin houses, would y'all be interested in a spooky village? For First Dibs Friday. Okay, I don't know if I'm loving that or not. Ooh, no, I am loving that. But let's see how that looks with the floral dot pattern. Christmas, Thanksgiving. We are going to do some Thanksgiving stuff. I haven't forgotten about Thanksgiving. I just didn't know. I'm trying to sprinkle in. Yay, Linda. I'm trying to sprinkle in some Christmas here and there. Not do it full-fledged because probably here in about a couple weeks, it's going to be full on Christmas. Well, we're running into the problem, Miss Diane. We want to do like a winter Christmas village, but the person who designed those files doesn't have the Christmas version yet. But they have a spooky version. I should have llama. Ooh, I should. I'll have to see if I can find some. Possibly interested in spooky. Okay. Let's see. Who else? Is anybody else interested in spooky? Shanna is. Christmas, Miss Sharon. You like the trio signs, like the tall rectangle ones? It's not, okay, it's not like, spooky's probably not the word. It's just like, they're not scary houses.
It's not scary at all.
They're not scary at all. They're just more of like spooky themed, but it's not like scary. But I get what you're saying, Miss Lisa. All right, we love this transfer. We have used this transfer quite a bit. If you don't have the floral dot pattern, you need to grab it because this transfer I love. It's the perfect pattern transfer. It's a small pattern. So, yes, spooky, okay. No, I like you. I get it, y'all. Everybody has their preferences, especially when it comes to Halloween. So we'll see. I don't know what he's going to do. I got to figure out mine. Maybe I'll do mine Christmas. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I should go fall, Christmas. So this is the color Vanity. So we painted it with it on these. We're going to chalk the transfer in the color Vanity. If you don't have this color, you need to grab it before it's too late. They already said that it won't be available past September 15th. And I will tell y'all, they don't expect it to, I don't think they said they don't expect it to last through the weekend. You need this color. They are haunted house decor. Oh my gosh, that is so gorgeous. I'm glad we did the floral dot pattern. Yep. I was afraid it was going to be really busy, but y'all. Oh no, babe, can you do me a favor? Can you grab the water bottle for me? I need to get another one for in here. You're the best. Okay, so this is the floral dot pattern. That was a size B. Hi, Holly. We're gonna get this dry. And we're gonna see what we think about the Shimmer Copper Pumpkin. If we don't like it, we'll switch it to like our Marmalade Espresso Pumpkin. Ooh, y'all. Oh, I don't need the whole cart.
Baby, I can't see it right now.
Oh, it's not on there.
Huh?
It's not on there.
Wasn't on the table either.
Okay, we'll clean it later. Or I'll find it later. Hi, Kimberly.
You want a water bottle?
Here, will you just wet this for me?
Sure. Toss it.
That wasn't a good toss. No.
How wet?
Like, let it get, like, hold all the water and then just wring it out. All right, what do we think about the Shimmer Copper Pumpkin? I feel like it's too close to...
Ready?
Oh, no.
Good catch.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. What do y'all think about the Shimmer Copper Pumpkin? I don't know if I love it. All right, so we're going to clean this transfer. We're going to clean this. Now, it'd be a lot easier if you had a spray bottle. This is the board eraser, Miss Leah. This is one of the things that I highly recommend you grab on your next order. So that way you can... Oh, no. What is going on? Hold on, y'all. There we go. Something weird just happened with my Facebook. Hold on. There we go. It was like all laggy. I think I need to up my internet. I think that's what I need to do. Sorry, y'all. I can't see your comments right now. Just give it a second and it will load. I need to clean that better. I did not do a good job. And that black transferred to this. I don't like the color too close in color. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I agree. I might need to change it into a pumpkin color. Yeah. I think it's too close. I think if we had kept the background, like if we had done the stripes in that, I think it'd be okay, but it's a little too close for comfort, right? So let's close this. I haven't decided what colors to do the wording, which I was thinking kind of espresso. What do y'all think? All right, we're gonna do one thing of the stripes. We're gonna angle these. We're gonna see how it looks. And then if we want to do the opposite way so it looks more like a plaid, we will do that. Okay, so I'm gonna push this down. So this transfer, the angled stripes pattern, comes in a big 18 by 18 transfer. A lot of people are intimidated by transfers of this size. So what I always recommend with the pattern transfers is if this size intimidates you and you don't think you're ever gonna do a project this big, grab the pattern transfer and cut it up. Cut it up into different sizes so that way you're not having to pull out this big giant transfer for, you know, two small rectangles. If you cut it down to different sizes, it will make it much easier for you to work with. And where did my Cabernet go? How do I do this? Cream color. We'll see. We're gonna see how it looks. But now, oh, I put it up. Look at me. I was trying to put my stuff up. I was, you know, trying to be organized. All right, here we go. We're gonna go in, so we're gonna do the opposite color. This is Cabernet. And we're gonna to see how the angles look. The angled one, how the stripes look just without the plaid. And then we'll see if we need to add the plaid to it. Oh my gosh. Words are hard for me again today, y'all. A light tan for the letters. Okay. I think it needs the plaid. What do we think? I think they need the plaid. But y'all, Vanity and Cabernet are gorgeous together. Let me see if I can show you. Okay. I think it needs the plaid. So we're going to do the plaid. So what I am going to do is I'm going to do this as quickly as I can. So I went this way. We're going to go opposite. I need to clean this. I need to clean it. Be a lot easier if I had my water bottle, but we don't know where it's at. You think the plaid might be too busy? I think it's going to be okay. Because remember, we're going to put the letters on top, and that's going to probably turn into more of the focal point than the patterns. But you might be right, Miss Kimberly. I might regret this decision. You know? But let me make the mistake, so then if you get this project and you want to do it like I did, and you think it looks too busy, why am I grabbing it? You don't have to do that, you know? You could be very well right. All right, so normally this would be a lot easier if I had a spray bottle to spray the back. Don't use a baby wipe on the back. I don't recommend it. It can break down the adhesiveness. So that's why I only cleaned the front of it. But this is going to make it easier for me to see the stripes, to get them kind of at the same angle, right? So we had it like this. So we're going to go like this. Like so. Okay? So this is how you can achieve the plaid look with this transfer, which we've done quite a bit for fall crafts, and y'all really love it. All right, let's go in with Cabernet. We're gonna do it again. It might be too busy. We're gonna see. But y'all hit the heart button for me. Comment the word Vanity. This cutout that this word block is 25% off. You can add it to a live sale order if you want to. That way you don't have to pay shipping. If you haven't shopped the live sale, you can go shop the live sale. Oh, it's just so pretty. I just love this transfer. Why have I not used it more? Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, what I'm going to do is move this up here. I'm gonna grab a baby wipe. I'm just gonna wipe off this top part as much as I can. And then after my live, I'll go in and I'll clean it up a little bit. I'll actually clean it. But just to kind of get the majority of that paste out of there. All right, that's there. So let me turn this around and I'll show y'all. It's kind of hard to see when it's laying down because of the metallic, but I think that looks really good. But I'm thinking we might need to change the pumpkin color. We're gonna see what we think once we get everything else painted. and then go from there. Okay, so next is the colors. I want to do all the colors, the letters. I want to do the letters all in the same color. I'm thinking vanilla. What do y'all think? Vanilla or something else? Or espresso. I think espresso is going to be too dark. Or we do like vanilla with a little bit of espresso mixed into it. Okay, let's go vanilla. Let's go vanilla. What do you think, Miss Kimberly? Do you think it's too busy? I guess we'll have to wait and see what we think after the letters, right? And with the vanilla, what we can do to kind of tone down the brightness of it is we can distress it. So then that way it's not so bright. Okay, so this is the color vanilla. It's like an off-white cream color. It's a really, really pretty color. It's not bright white, which I love. Yay! Hi, Molly. Ooh, you want me to do some splatter? Brenda, by the way, thank you for your live sell order. I will get your invoice sent to you after my live. Ooh, vanilla with a little bit of ash. That's a good idea. Yeah. It's dry. It is dry, Miss Lisa. Now we'll definitely need at least one more coat of the vanilla. You like it. I hope that it looks good with the vanilla on top. But we're kind of close to being done. I really am really happy with how that turned out. It does, Crystal. I was really worried about it being too much or too busy, but I think since we did like one, I guess busier pattern, then the other one kind of kept it a little bit more simple. I think it's gonna look okay. That's okay, Miss Sharon. Y'all have until, Saturday to pay. So if you want to keep shopping or you want to go back and shop, even if you've already paid your invoice and you're like, oh wait, I do want that, you can add to it. I let y'all add to your live sale orders all week long, and then they close out on Sunday. So like if you're new, we do Thrifty Thursday. So if you shop the Thrifty Thursday sale, I let you add stuff to your live sale order there. Just that way you can save a little bit on shipping. And you're not having to pay, minimum anywhere from $5 to $8 for every new order. I can just add on a couple of dollars to cover whatever you add. That's something I try to do for y'all. Because shipping is expensive. It is very expensive. I think one day I spent almost $800 on shipping. One day. It's so expensive. It's crazy. And they just upped the prices too, which I couldn't do my flat rate shipping anymore. Oh, y'all, I'm a dum-dum. I've got some water right here. Shh, don't tell it. All right, Victoria, thanks for hanging out. I hope you're doing well, my friend. So I just thinned out my vanilla a little bit. It is a little bit on the thicker side because I'm getting more towards the end of the jar. And usually it dries out a little bit towards the end. Oh, thanks, Jennifer. I really try. I just know things have just gotten so expensive, and I know people love their crafts. So whatever I can do. So really it's like you place an order, you start your order Sunday if you order from Lifestyle Sunday, and then you can add to it all week. Or if you don't order from Lifestyle Sunday and you just buy something from the website, you can add to that order. Just as long as I haven't printed your invoice, you can add to it. Once your invoice is printed on my end, no more adding to it, because then it just creates a lot of mistakes, unfortunately. Shipping is just based on weight and the size of the package, so, and how far you live from me. So like shipping to the West Coast is much more expensive than shipping to the East Coast. And obviously the bigger and heavier the package is, the more it's gonna weigh. Minimum, y'all, most of my packages are at least $8 in shipping. Unless it's like a really small item. So like a lot of like the ornaments, like cutout of the week, that little round, this guy, if y'all didn't see this one, this is our cutout of the week. This little round and easel. This cost me $4.50 to ship. Each one. That was the minimum price, $4.50. So small stuff like that is usually less than $5 if that's shipping by itself. But minimum, majority of the time, shipping is at least $8. And a lot of times I pay the difference in the shipments because it didn't calculate correctly, or I didn't put the weight in correctly. So that's based on weight, size, and how far you live from me. That's really all I've got. There's no like, I don't have a secret formula. I don't know the formula for USPS to calculate the shipping. But I do know shipping to the West Coast is always more expensive than shipping to the East Coast. Hi, Marlene. I don't know if I said hello. Why? I do not know. Someone in here might know, but I don't know the answer to that question. I'm in San Antonio, Texas, Miss Kimberly. So like, let's say I have a package of the same size and weight, the exact same items, everything. It'll be almost $2 to $3 more to ship to like California than it is to ship to like New York. I have no clue why. Don't ask me. I know. Poor Michelle. She lives on the West Coast. All right, what do we think about the white? I don't know if I love that. What do y'all think? Do we love? Maybe it wouldn't be so bad once I tone it down with a little bit of distressing. Me too, and you're in New York, yeah. Exactly, Kimberly. I don't understand it. I don't get why it's more expensive to ship to California. I don't understand. You like the white? Marcy likes the white. I think I am going to distress it, and maybe that will help. What do we think about the pumpkin? I agree it's a little too bright, Miss Anita, but I'm going to distress, and we're going to see what we think. And then if we still don't like it, we'll change the color. Do we like the pumpkin? Yeah. All right, let me grab. Oh my gosh, I'm knocking over. Knocking over whatnot stuff. That's neither of the browns that I wanted. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I don't have the distressing pad that I want, so we're gonna make do with what we have. You're in California, yeah. Ah, sorries. That's also why I try to do like my nightly cutouts as a discount, just to save some money too, you know? just to save, go a little bit more. And that's just like an added bonus for hanging out with me, popping on my live and seeing what the nightly cutout is, if I do a cutout. That way you can snag it. Okay, I think that looks a little bit better. I think I'm going to change the color of the pumpkin. I don't think I'm loving it. That's okay, Julie. We use the color of the month, which is Vanity. Which, Miss Julie, I don't know. I can't remember if I responded back to your message. Have you played with your new chalk stuff yet? But the color of the month is Vanity. You can get this with an order of $75 or more on my chalk site. Plus, if you make an order today, you actually get entered in to win a set of 4 of my favorite acrylic paints. Aloe True Red, Burnt Umber, and White. And there'll be 3 people who win that. Okay, I think that looks a little bit better. We're going to change the color of the pumpkin now. But do we like the distressing on the pumpkins? The pumpkins, on the letters. I think it tones it down just a little. I'm looking at the computer over here to see what it looks like. All right, let's change this. We're going to go in. We're going to use our marmalade and espresso mix, which is like a burnt orange, unfortunately. But I like it, so we're going to use it. And y'all tell me your honest opinion. You're not going to hurt my feelings if you say that you don't love the distressing. I probably should have sanded this down. Just a smidge, because sometimes when you paint with the shimmer, it will leave a texture on your cutout. Oh yeah, that's so much better. So much better. All right, let's dry this. I'm gonna lightly sand it, and then maybe we'll do another coat. And then we just have the leaves to paint, and then we're done. So here. Do we like that? Or is that too dark? Should I go just marmalade? He's in there stressing. I don't know what he's stressing about. I'm talking about Thomas. Just did a big old sigh. He's stressing about his first dibs Friday. It is marmalade and espresso. So I actually just took, I had opened up a second jar of marmalade by accident. And so I just dumped in a little bit of espresso at a time until I got the color that I liked. Anita's like, go marmalade. Go marmalade. Where is, here we go. Better. I don't know. I'm kind of wondering if I go brighter. Should we go brighter? I feel like we should go brighter. I am sanding it down just a little bit. It had too much texture for me. Pale green would be pretty, Miss Sharon. I like that idea too. We could go green. Should we change it and go green? Should we change the pumpkin to green? Maybe desert cactus? I think it's too dark. Keep it green, or keep it orange. Go brighter orange. I liked it too, Miss Sharon, but it I feel like it blended too much. What do y'all think? I'm gonna grab my dark brown paint pen. a green pumpkin. We're just trying everything tonight. All right, I'm gonna try marmalade first. And then if we don't like it, we'll do green. How about yellow gold? Ooh. No, I think if we do like a gold, like I also thought about nominee, but I'm afraid that nominee is gonna look too close to the rose gold, and you know what I mean? Like I just think we tried the copper and I think it's gonna be too close. All right, let's try marmalade. That's what I just pulled out and making a giant mess. You could go blue. You could do lagoon. That would be pretty. I'm gonna try the brighter marmalade. I'm just gonna try marmalade. If I can open it. It is called vanity. The keyword tonight is vanity. Like I've been telling y'all, the cutout is 25% off. And then you also need to grab the vanity color. I think I like that. It's just like a shade brighter. Let's see. But y'all, I didn't know what exactly I was going to do when I hopped on here. I was struggling with my color choice. Hi, Pamela. I did. You're right. I think orange is going to go more with the rose gold Cabernet look. I do think like using acrylic paint might be really pretty. But we have put quite a few coats on this pumpkin, so I do need to clean out the score lines on here. But let's just get that. I think I like that. Ooh. Let's see. I think we're going to keep this. I'm going to distress it with the brown. I'm going to keep it like this. I think green would be pretty. So if you don't like my pumpkin color choice, just change yours. Pick the color pumpkin that you want. I think like a really deep blue would be really pretty. So yeah. Okay, let's clean out the score line. So our pumpkin has a little bit more detail to it. Because right now it just kind of looks like a blob with a heart. I'm going to go back over it. Got a little bit of the orange where I didn't want it. Let's distress. I'm just going to use what's left on. No, I'm not. I lied. We're going to use our distress oxide. And we are going to distress our pumpkin. We are close to being done. We just have the heart and the leaves to paint. And then we have to glue everything, and then we are going to be done. Okay. There we go. So wipe this up. Throw all these little pieces away. Not right now, Miss Lynn. It's just going to be the whole word block. We'll have to see if I can do just the pumpkin. Okay, I like that. So we have to do our heart. Should we do the heart? What color should we do the heart? While we're deciding that, I'm going to do these real quick. And I think I'm just going to use paint pens for this. This one is called Ground Espresso. Thank you for sharing. I go through baby wipes like I need stock in baby wipes. What color for the heart? Should we do the vanity color? Should we do like a bright red? Like, should we go cherry? What do y'all think? And I'm gonna use paint pens for this part because it's just a little bit faster. No, yeah. And we'll distress these. Oh, I don't know if I like this green. It's a little too bright. Yeah. A muted red, vanilla, and ooh, we should do vanilla. Vanilla would be pretty. Oh yeah, that color is better. Yeah, we'll do the heart and vanilla. That would bring it together. Good call, y'all. Okay. Now you could do your leaves in all different colors. I'm just gonna keep it with this more of like pesto, dark green color. We're gonna distress these. I'm gonna go over this one. I definitely don't like that bright green. What was I thinking? Desert cactus. Desert cactus would be pretty. Y'all love desert cactus. Aloe would be pretty.
Don't project your love on other people.
What?
Making a joke.
Oh. Look, that kind of gave us a different shade. I have no clue what he said. All right, we're gonna do this in dark brown. I'm kind of surprised he hasn't come in here yet. I guess he's laser focused on finding his first Dips Friday. That he doesn't want to say hello. I have no clue. All right. We're gonna distress all of this, and then it's gonna be time to glue, and we're gonna be done. Okay. Hit the heart button. Oh, nope, we gotta paint this real quick. I'm gonna try to go over this one more time. Get it close to those colors, or to the other ones. Yeah, I had no clue what he said. Not a damn clue. He's halfway across the house talking to me. I can't hear him. But he wants to have a full-on conversation. Oh. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Making sure he's not coming over here. All right, paint this in vanilla. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I know, I feel like my lives have just gone longer than usual, but I like hanging out here with y'all. We're having fun, we're chit-chatting, doing all the things. Let's dry that, and then we'll distress everything. I need to sneeze. Bless me. All right, let's distress. And then it's gonna be time to glue everything. And then we will, it's like a guy thing. My husband likes this. Yep. Exactly, Kimberly. Yeah, those are my neighbor's puppies. Those are not Boone and Tucker. Boone and Tucker are inside. They are inside chilling. I don't get it, Miss Kimberly. I don't know why they do that. And then they get frustrated with you when you don't listen, when you don't hear them. Thank you, y'all. Like, well, you walked away. It's real over here, y'all. Thanks, y'all. All right, a little bit of distressing. I'm using the black for this. Here we go. Time to put all this together and call it an evening. So I'm gonna first start with my back pieces. We're gonna use stick fast glue, okay? And I'm just gonna do them all kind of at the same time. That way we can make sure they're all lined up before they set. So like so. Making sure that they're flush against the bottom and against the sides. That looks good. So I was gonna get mad. Yep, exactly, Miss Angie. Exactly. Exactly, exactly, exactly. Okay, and it is scored on there for you, so you know exactly where to put all the pieces. Do the heart. Oh, yeah. I like the heart. It kind of brings it together with the lettering. Now you could do red. Hi, Martha. How are you? Okay. That down. All right, so then here, 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 there. Trying to decide if we do that. There we go. That's okay, Martha. We're just about to finish up. All right. I think I'm gonna do that. Now you could put these wherever you wanted. You could do them on the letters if you wanted. Maybe I'm changing my mind. No, I'm just gonna do it right there. You could put these wherever you want. No right or wrong. You get to choose. But hit the heart button for me. Comment the word vanity. Go get your vanity paste. Go grab this cutout. It's 25% off until midnight. And once midnight hits, the price will change. All right, we're gonna let that set up for a second. I've got the kickstands to make it stand. Oh, well, I can't. Oh, well. Let me grab the link for this. That way you can go grab it. This is 25% off until midnight. If my website wants to work today. So this is $13.50. It's 25% off. So let me put this in the link for you. Or in the comments for you. Okay, so here it is. We're gonna glue our kickstands to the back. So I'm gonna glue the backers down. And the back is scored for y'all, so y'all know exactly where to put the backers, but go grab this. This is 25% off. Go grab your vanity. Go place your order tonight so that way you can get entered in to win a set of acrylic paints from me. If you place an order, go check out all of the new Christmas stuff that Chalk just came out. Yay, Sharon. So put this back here. Let these set up just a minute before we put our kickstands in. But there it is. What do y'all think? This was a labor of love, but I think it turned out really, really cute. Okay. Now you can glue your stands in. I see other people have success with them standing. I don't. And I glued them exactly where they were scored. Yeah, we're gonna glue these in real quick. Thanks, Lisa Billiot. I can't ever get them to stand. And they're not completely on the edge before someone tells me that. They're not completely, the backers aren't on the edge. There's a little space in between them. Because I know someone's going to try to tell me that. So, there it is. Isn't that beautiful? And am I laggy for y'all? I can never get them to stand. Sometimes I can, but for the most part, I have to glue them in. Let me clean up my edges. What is going on? Am I lagging? I can't tell if oh, painter's tape on the wedge so it can take. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a great idea, Miss Angie. That way it's easier to store. I'm going to clean up the edges. So go grab this. You can add it to a live sale order if you want. So yeah. Okay, it just must be my computer. My computer is really old and it was used when I bought it, so there it is, y'all. What do y'all think? I think this turned out absolutely gorgeous. Go grab it. I'm going to drop it in the comments for you one more time, or comment the word vanity. You can go grab the transfers that I used. I use Cabernet and Vanity, and then Vanilla, and then Marmalade. So when you comment the word vanity and you go to the chalk supplies, I'm just warning you, there's going to be a ton of stuff in that cart. I didn't know which pattern we were going to use, or specifically which color. So I added everything I thought could be a possibility. So don't feel like when you see that you're like, well, heck, I'm not getting that project. There's a ton of stuff in there that I did not use. So pick your own pattern if you want. Go grab this. I will go post this in the VIP group. I have not forgotten about club colors. I thought about this last night after I got a lot off of live. I'm going to post them tomorrow morning. I was going to post them today, but it was launch day and it was kind of a crazy day, so I didn't have a chance. So we will post club colors tomorrow morning, okay? There is our project. Go grab this cutout while it's 25% off. It's only $13.50. So I will see all of y'all tomorrow, hopefully. But y'all have a great rest of your night and have a great day tomorrow. Bye, y'all.